Watch out now, watch out, watch out now. Howdy, hey guys, welcome back. We got another video, man. In today's video, what I have in this box is we're back on my 98 Honda Accord. I have a coolant fan in this box. So my issues have been, I drive on the interstate to go to work. So while I'm on the interstate, my coolant levels and everything are fine. But once I get back in the town limits, when I have to stop at lights and everything in town, my vehicle starts to overheat. So one particular time it started overheating, I came out and looked to make sure I didn't have any visible leaks or anything. But what I ended up finding out was this fan right here, and I think it's the AC fan. This fan right here was not working at all. So we're gonna do a little troubleshooting to make sure it is the fan and not my wiring. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the car to the on position and turn on my air conditioner. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna loose this connector here. And on the male side of this connector, which is the actual wiring harness of the vehicle, we should have 12 volts coming out this. If we don't have 12 volts coming here, then we have a wiring issue or something from here on back, and we'll have to trace that down. But if we have 12 volts coming here, but this fan's just not turning on, it possibly is this fan. So we'll go ahead and put a meter on that and check that out real quick, just to verify before we put that fan on, and figure out that it doesn't work either, and that's not our issue. Because you don't want to be buying things and replacing things in vain if it's not broken, unless it's hard to get to. If it's hard to get to, then go ahead and replace it. But we'll go ahead and get the meter set up and I'll be right back. Bam! All right guys, so I have a little cheap multimeter here. You don't need anything expensive. Once you have everything hooked up, all the leads hooked up, what you want to do is you want to turn this to volts and you want to put it on 20. And the reason you want to put it on 20 is because this particular vehicle runs off of a 12 volt battery. So because we run off a 12 volt battery, if we're at 10 volts, this meter should read anything from 0 to 10 volts here. So just to check and make sure everything is correct, what you want to do is you have a black and you have a red. You want to put your red on your positive and you want to put your black on your negative. And your positive will be the plus sign, which is the red. Negative will be the minus sign, which is the black. And once you do that, you can tell that we have 12.76 volts coming out this battery. But just to let you know, as long as you check in voltage and you switch them up, it doesn't matter. It's just going to read a negative sign now. So I switched them up and I put red on black and black on red. And now we have a negative 12.77 volts, which is perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and first I'm going to loose this plug. And this is the connector coming from the wiring harness here, which is the male end. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the inside and turn the switch to the on position, turn the air conditioner on, and then come out and check these points on this connector and see what we get out. So I hope you guys can still hear me. This fan here kicked on, the one on the opposite side, but this one, of course, is not going to work because we have it unplugged. So what we're going to do is, it doesn't matter which pin you put it in. We're going to put one pin in one of them and the other pin in the other one. And we're getting 12.9 volts coming out. So that means we're getting voltage to the connector, to the fan, but some reason this fan is not kicking on. So we don't have a wiring issue with the fan part, at least from this male end all the way back to the wiring harness. All right guys, so that basically made sure that everything that we have coming to this fan connector works. Everything is good. We don't have a blown fuse, we don't have a bad relay or anything. Everything is good up to this point. Now from this point back to the fan is where we have an issue. Whether it's this wiring whether it's this fan, you really won't know. But what I did was I took a probe stick, power probe, and I hooked it directly to the battery, and I probed this connector, and this fan did not kick on at all. So we have a bad fan. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and replace this fan. And I think, all right guys, so I think Honda made this pretty simple. I think we just have a bolt here, that's a 10mm bolt here, another 10mm bolt here, and I think the bottom part of this fan has some grooves that it just sits down in. We shouldn't have to unscrew anything. So we'll go ahead and put the 10mm socket on that and see if we can get them broke loose. All right, this fan should be free. So you want to make sure all your electrical connection, all your wires and everything are released from this fan. If you have little clips, just pull them out. All right guys, let me loose this upper radiator hose because it seems like that's in our way. Maybe some coolant come out, but it might not be. All right guys, that's the fan removed. We'll go ahead and grab the other one out the box. And I hope it's the right one because I haven't opened this yet. And make sure they package it well. Like shrink wrap or something. They package this better than they package food. Alright guys, so we have the new one. And we just make sure that it will mount back. Yep, it looks the same. So we'll slide it in place. Make sure it lines up on those dowel pins at the bottom. Doesn't seem to be an exact fit, but it will work. Let me put the bolts in and see how it looks. Alright guys, so I ended up getting this one started. It's not perfect, but I think it'll work. I was going to end up taking this back to the store, but I think it'll work. It's going to be extremely tighter than I would be comfortable with. So I got the second one in. Let's see if that one will tighten up. Alright, they all tightened up. And it's in. It's not the best fit, but it'll work. It'll work. Alright, so we go ahead and next step is to install the electrical connection. Hopefully you guys can see it, and this one is located right here. So we get this wiring harness, put it back where it needs to be. And they have these little clips in it. Make sure you clip them back in place. So this one is going to connect right into our new fan, and this one is going to connect into the old fan. It's like a jumper. Alright, and I'll get some zip ties to hold all this stuff up in place. So we'll go ahead and reinstall our upper radiator hose. Alright, and that's for me, that's an 8mm. Alright, that's good. We don't want to overdo that. All right, guys, so the next step, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the car back to the on position, and we're gonna see if this fan kick on. And if it does, that means we're done. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so it does work. Seems to be working fine. All right, guys, so that wasn't too long of a video, man. I thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all stay tuned to the rest of my videos. I hope this helped you out with if you're having an issue with your fan, and I hope that made everything work and you're able to use it like you need it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Watch my other videos, and don't just watch my videos. Hey, if y'all can share my videos on your social media platforms, I would greatly appreciate that, man. Make sure y'all share it to somebody that may want to watch it, somebody that might not want to watch it, somebody that might criticize it. Share it to them too. Make sure y'all go check out my link down in the below for my GoFundMe, Cash App, whatever y'all want to do. If you want to support me, go ahead. If you don't, just pray for me. I appreciate it, man. That's basically the fan install. If your car is running hot, you don't have any coolant leaks, and you notice that one of your fans aren't working, it possibly could be your fan while your car is running hot. So make sure y'all check your fans. Make sure y'all check your coolant. Make sure you check your oil. And guess what, man? Your car take care of you as long as you take care of it. Guess what? Peace.